I'm Joni Bryan, the founder and director of the 917 Society, and welcome to video number 2 of our volunteer training. And I'm so excited to share this information with you. Now, this video we're going to talk about objections, and also in our next video. Now, you wouldn't think you'd get objections because it is a federal mandate. All schools are supposed to be having a program on the Constitution on or around September 17th. But very few people know about that mandate. And so we try to approach it in a very fun way so that we can get our principals excited, our teachers excited. So it's all in how you present the program. We don't like to fuss at our teachers and say, oh, you should be doing this. We want to say, hey, we've got this great free program for you for Constitution Day. Would you like some pocket constitutions for your kids? Teachers love free stuff. So it's all in how you approach it. And so let's talk about some of these objections. And I have my notes here so I won't miss anything. Of course, one thing to understand is the 917 Society is a non-political organization. We are an educational 501c3. And our mission, we were formed to honor and celebrate Constitution Day in our 8th grade classrooms across America. So our mission is very specific. It is a requirement, according to federal mandate 108-447, that all schools that receive federal funds are to have a program on the Constitution on or around September 17th. And a little more fun facts about that. It was actually started in 1959. It was Citizenship Day, but it was on Constitution Day. And then in 2004, George W. Bush signed it into law in the Omnibus Act in 2004. So then it became Constitution Day. But I'll be honest, even when I was in school, we didn't have Citizenship Day either. So it's been ignored pretty much most of the last, 40, 50 years. So just to know about that. But also, it's not just K through 12. It's also all universities and all federal employees. So when I go to the post office with these boxes, I'm always asking, what do you do for Constitution Day? And they just look at me. So also, we are named. So a lot of people say, what is 917? What is 917? 917 is very simple. It stands for the day. Constitution Day, September 17th of 1787, our Constitution was signed into law. And so when we have these books that we give out, you can see the date is on here. And it says, celebrating our Constitution and U.S. citizenship. So that's what's on the front. The 917 Society, we have, as a 501c3, received for the last 6 years now, the GuideStar, which has merged with Candid, so now it's GuideStar Candid, the Platinum Seal of Transparency. And so all of our information is out there, so anybody can look at it and see, how we started. To give you a quick rundown, we started out in Middle Tennessee, giving out 25,000 constitutions, and over the last, 7-8 years, we have grown to where we have been giving out to all 50 states, and it's so exciting to see young people come up to me with their constitutions and say, I got mine when I was in school, and they may be in college by now or even older, so it's really exciting to see that. And that's what we want to do. We want to create a rite of passage. Okay, and we don't advertise on the constitutions that you'll be receiving. We don't advertise. We don't ask for donations or anything like that. But we do have our website because people need to know who we are and who's providing these. So our donors, we don't get state or federal funds. We strictly rely on individuals. So you can join us as a member if you want to donate to us. $25 sponsors a classroom, but any amount is helpful because it goes for our printing and shipping. We currently don't have paid staff, and so we're working toward that this year, and so we hope to be able to have that soon. So to give you kind of a rundown of what you'll be receiving, the constitutions have, the first page is the place where the teachers sign and date it. We want to make it special, make it a big deal, so make sure the teachers know about it. Also, we have on here the Constitution, all the amendments, all the signers, but also we have the Declaration of Independence in here, and then the last page is the Oath of Citizenship. So we want our kids to understand that, when people come over here to become citizens and they become naturalized citizens, they take an oath. And so we want our kids to know about that. And so all these points are really important to know when you are getting objections or somebody's just not sure, you can point them in the right direction. You can let them know we're a 501c3. Many states, we've already got, like in Tennessee, we are an approved resource. We're working with other states to become approved resources with their state board of education, and that's just a process. So if you have connections in those areas, you can help us with that. But it's really exciting because we are able to provide these constitutions to our young people so that they can actually open up and read it. And that's really the beautiful thing to see, is our young people reading the Bill of Rights, reading the Constitution for themselves, and they ask great questions. And so we will be sending you these constitutions. I just want to mention that we do have boxes. These come, the constitutions come 400 to a box, and this size is the size of the box. Now, it's not too big, but it's bulky. Now, it weighs about 25 pounds or so, so they're heavy. So just know that when you get constitutions coming to you, if your constitutions, you get a lot, let's say you got 10 boxes. Well, that's pretty easy to get to your house. But let's say you're volunteering for a county and you're getting 40 boxes. Well, then you might need a little more space, or you might need to think about where they're going to be delivered. So when you deal with us on the shipping address, just take that into consideration, because you may have to send it somewhere where you can pick them up if it's too hard to get upstairs, or if you're in a condo, or you're somewhere where it's difficult. I have a garage, and I have several pallets in my garage, so it doesn't take up as much space as you would think, but they are heavy. So just remember that they are heavy. And so if you have issues, you want to make sure you have some help. Get your volunteers to help you with that. And so we're excited to be able to share this project. And so on our next video, we'll go into some more details about overcoming objections.